literally just start little habits and be conscious of what it is you're eating. Okay, so make better food choices. Number two, are you doing any type of exercise? Anything at all? So if you're like me, the answer is probably no. Maybe you're one of those people who are sporadic and you'll do it every now and then. But I've started now just doing a little bit every day. Just a little bit, but every day. And it starts the habit, right, of doing a little bit. And you'll start to feel better. Now you're making better eating choices. You're feeling better. Now, all of these things are better for you to be a better you, but you're going to end up being a lot more productive in life because you're going to feel better. You're going to have more energy, okay? Number three, daily personal development. Now, I suggest do this first thing in the morning, okay? Maybe you get up and you do a shower routine and do it after that. Now, you could read start reading a good book or listen to audios. I like to listen to a really good audio motivational track in the morning. And literally, it might be 5 minutes, but I like to listen to it. It gets me fired up, gets me ready for the day. And there's all kinds of stuff on YouTube, right? Just go type in motivation, and there'll be tons of them. And just choose one and listen to it. Another great thing for personal development is read 10 pages of a good book a day. Now, why is reading? You might say this. Now, I used to say this. You might say, I don't really like to read. Okay, so I would say the first 20 years of my life out of high school, I know I'm dating myself, but I probably didn't read at all, right? Maybe 15 years, whatever. I didn't even read one book. Like the last book I would have read was something in high school, and I probably read the Cliff Notes, right? So I wasn't a reader. But when I started reading, let me tell you what happened. My words started to flow better. My communication started to get better just from reading. So I encourage you to read. Now, here's a cool thing. Any type of topic that's going to improve your life, anything at all. Now, I'm reading this book right now. Let's see. This book is incredible. It's called Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. This book it's incredible. You'll love this. You won't be able to put it down. Now, you might say, "Bob, I can't read. It's going to take me a year to read." Here's how you get over not being able to finish a book, okay? Now, let's see how many pages are in this book. There are, let's see, 258 pages, okay? So what's 258 divided by a simple math equation? 10. 25.8, 26 days. If you just read 10 pages of a good book every day, 10 pages, how long is that going to take you? 10 minutes, right? 10 pages of a good book a day, and you'll read a book a month. Like, where do you think your personal development or your knowledge or your growth will be after a year reading 12 books from start to finish and you completed them? And by doing it every single day, it's just like going to the gym every day, right? You can't do 10 sit-ups or 10,000 sit-ups on Sunday and expect to have abs. You got to do a little bit every day, right? It's just like reading. So you're going to retain more. You're going to be able to utilize the information more. So I started that philosophy years ago on just reading 10 pages of a good book every day. And it'll get you in the habit of reading. And it'll get you into the consistency of actually starting and finishing a good book, okay? That's important. Personal development's really important to becoming a better you. It really is. Okay, so let's move on. The next one. Now, this one's going to throw you. You're going to be like, I never even thought about doing this. Vocabulary, okay? Vocabulary. What do I mean by this? Improve your vocabulary on a daily basis. Now, how do you do this? You could literally go to dictionary.com, type in the letter M. Go to dictionary.com, type in Z, whatever. Go, if you actually still have a Webster's dictionary, just randomly open it up. Now, keep track of this. I got a little Excel spreadsheet or a notepad or something, and just pick a word and learn that word. Learn the meaning, use the word throughout the day. Now you've learned a new word. right? Now, it seems pretty silly, but think about this. If you did this every day, turn this into a habit. If you did this every single day, you learn 365 brand new words a year, or 3,600 words in 10 years. Imagine your ability to communicate to other people. Imagine the improvement of that. It's incredible. When I started doing this, I was taught this in 2010. And it literally, and these are some things that, when I was writing these down, I'm like, man, I got to get back to doing some of these things. But I'm telling you, they really work. If you're in any type of sales, you want to be a darn good communicator. How do you become a better communicator? Have a bigger, wider range of vocabulary. It's a big deal. Okay. Number 5. This probably should have been number 1. I do this every day in the shower, usually. And then when I get out of the shower, I have it taped on the mirror. And then when I come to my desk and I start my day, I have it taped right here on one of my monitors. And it's a daily affirmation. And it's going to be different for every person. But I say that daily affirmation every single day. Now, why would I do that? Because your subconscious mind, I want you to remember, doesn't know what's real and not real. It doesn't know truth from a lie. So whatever you tell yourself, your mind believes it. If you're looking in the mirror every day going, I'm fat, I'm fat, I'm fat, guess what? You're attracting, and your body says, yep, I'm fat. Oh, you look in the mirror, even if you're not the way you want to be, and you go, man, I look skinny today. Oh, man, I look great today. Those things make a difference. Some of you may be watching this going, man, I'm just talking way out in left field. I'm telling you, the subconscious mind is very, very powerful. And self-affirmations, I am a great person. I am a great leader. I am a great father. I am a great husband. I am going to serve people today. It can go on and on. Whatever it is you want for yourself, sit down and write an affirmation. And if you are like, well, where do I even start? Go Google. Google's your best friend in today's world. Hey, how to write an affirmation, or just type in, positive affirmations and start making your own affirmation of what you want your life to look like. You'd be surprised. Words are powerful, okay? And what you speak out comes back. So if you're speaking out negative, if you're speaking out, why does this always happen to me? It's going to continue to happen to you, okay? If you start speaking out, wow, that's crazy, that happened. What can I learn from that? Oh, wow, how did this improve my life? Even though it might have been a terrible situation, right? So affirmations are important. Number 6, okay, this is a good one for daily tasks, okay? Number 6, complete a task list. Now, don't overwhelm yourself with putting 20 tasks on a list every day. You probably won't complete them. Here's the idea of this exercise. It's getting you in the habit of completing things. A lot of people, I would have to say most people, start things and never finish them, right? Be a finisher. And start by making daily tasks and completing them. That creates a habit that when you start something, you finish it. Maybe your daily task thing has 3 things on it, 4 things on it, whatever, right? That is going to start creating that daily habit of completing things. And make that task before you go to bed at night. What do I got to do tomorrow? Make a little daily task. You wake up in the morning, there it is, complete it, right? It's a great habit to get into. Number, get in the habit of communicating, not assuming, right? When you don't communicate with others, or you maybe communicate through text messaging, you can't hear tonality. You don't know what's going on. Communicate with people. Pick the phone up. Stay in touch with the people you love, right? Make that a habit to stay in touch. I'm bad at this. I recognize this. I have it highlighted here. We all have brothers, sisters, cousins, aunts, uncles, moms, dads, people that are in our family that we love and care about. When was the last time you talked to some of them? I heard something not too long ago. The gentleman asked, he said, how old are your parents? He said. And he didn't ask us to shout it out or anything. He said, how old are your parents? How many of you live in the same town or in the same state or country as your parents? And a lot of people didn't live in the same states. And he said, Okay, let's say the average age of your parents is 70 years old. And let's say, how many times a year do you see them? I see my mom about once a year, maybe once every other year. Okay, what's the average lifespan? Let's say it's 90. Let's just be optimistic and say 90. And your parents are 70, and you see them once a year. You're only going to see your parents 20 more times in your entire life. Now, that gets pretty scary, especially if maybe your parents are up near 80 years old. Maybe you only see them once every other year. So that is why creating the habit of communication is so important, because you'll pick up the phone. Maybe it's once a week you make that habit. I know I need to start making that habit, okay? But communication is a big one. Number 8, here's a great thing to get in the habit of doing. This is all positive stuff, right? And the more positive you bring into your life, the more positive things happen in your life, the more positive things happen around your life, the more you're actually contributing to the community in a positive way. Here's this one. Small, meaningful gestures on a daily basis. Whether it's an I love you, whether it's a hug, whether it's opening a door for somebody, maybe it's a compliment that you give a waiter or a waitress or a cashier. Just small little positive gestures to other people. You'd be amazed at how much you can light somebody's day up by one little compliment, right? And it makes you feel good, right? It releases, the happy feelings in yourself. And that's what you really want to do as you continue on this journey of becoming a better you over 21 days. Why is it 21 days, by the way? Because you can develop good, strong habits in 21 days. So if you do these things over and over and over again, 21 days, you've developed some pretty darn good habits. Number 9, this is a big one, okay? Get in the habit of staying organized. When you have chaos in your life, everything else in your life will be chaos. You can tell, literally, you'd be able to tell if somebody has mega chaos in their life by going into their garage or go into their office. Is it organized? It doesn't have to be perfect. Now, some people are so OCD that